So the Telligent product suite, we've come a long way from the days of Community Server, I'm proud to say. Community Server was a great starting point for us. Today, we've divided our product investment into two specific suites. The Telligent Community Suite, designed specifically for external-facing customer communities. The Telligent Enterprise Suite, designed specifically for internal or partner-led communities, all built upon a common platform. And I've been talking about platform for a long time. And you know, the term platform is used pretty interchangeably in our industry. In fact, I think that every vendor that I hear give a talk about social, about their products, talks about their platform. I gotta tell you, there's one platform. That's the Telligent platform. There are no other social platforms out there. There's a lot of great social applications, but there's only one social platform. And I'm going to show with you exactly what I mean by what a platform is. I mean, my background, I'll just kind of give a little more color to that. My background is building platform software. Before I started Telligent, I spent 6 years at Microsoft, was a founding member on the .NET team, and helped build platform software for Microsoft, the ASP.NET platform. Platform is part of our DNA. We understand it, we get it, we know what it means for our customers. And that's why we have been investing so heavily on this social platform concept. It enables us to then execute both in the enterprise as well as community. Social analytics, key part here, communicates with the platform to draw the data out, to express the value that has been created through the tools and technologies to help you and help us better understand what your customers, what your employees, what your partners are doing with these tools and technologies. So in 2011, we've had some just incredible momentum. We've had a just fantastic set of releases. So last fall, 12 months ago, we released upgrades or updates to our major versions of our software, Telligent 5.6, Enterprise 2.6, Analytics 3.6. No new features, just continuing to focus on improving the quality. We've made an incredible, incredible investment on product quality, scalability, and performance. In the spring, we began to show some signs of the execution around our integrated vision for the enterprise with Telligent Connect for SharePoint, Telligent Connect for Link, enabling interactive discussions to take place within Link and bridge those back into the Telligent environment. And then, of course, this past summer, with our flagship releases of Telligent Enterprise 3.0, the suite, as well as Telligent Community 6.0 suite. So brand new releases of those core software projects. We've had some major advancements in the social platform. We've really been focused hard on executing against that vision. In fact, with the 6.0 release, we spent over 23,000 man-hours on this release. From quality to performance to development to documentation, we've made an incredible investment in the platform. Now, a lot of people say, well, what does platform really mean? What do I expect out of a platform? So first, you expect simplicity. One of the cool things, I'll be showing you examples of this in a minute, is we've made a big investment in thinking through and talking with you, our customers, about how you actually use the software. One of the things you told us was that, you know, we need a better separation of the platform, the functional layer or functional elements of how we interact with the software, and the design elements, so that we can free up our designers to have more freedom and express their creativity on top of this user experience that we ask you to use will not change between releases of our software, to the point that the way that we have implemented our user experience in 6.0 is exclusively using the same platform APIs that we tell our customers to use. That's what a platform is. When we can use it and you can use it, it's the same set of capabilities. No private APIs, no private capabilities. We're doing exactly what we ask our customers to do. Security. A platform has to be secure. So we've got a great performance and security team that's focused on making sure the platform is secure, reliable, trustworthy. But we're not enough. We need third-party audits. We've done 2 third-party audits on Telligent 6.0. One was done independently by one of our customers, a large financial institution, that wanted to make sure that the platform that they were deploying on was stable, was secure, and was trustworthy, because they were putting important information in there. They needed to be able to trust it. We also hired a third party of our own to do a verified third-party security audit. I'm very pleased with the results from both of those. They were both incredibly positive. And lastly, a platform is about scalability. The ability to meet the demands of our customers, to go from simple to large-scale, high-performance, high-traffic sites very, very quickly. We made a couple investments in there over this last release, specifically around some new distributed caching technology called Microsoft App Fabric. That's now an optional part of Telligent's platform. So the user experience. We did a lot of work around the user experience framework in this last release. Made some radical advancements. Many of you have heard of the Telligent Widget Studio. I'm going to walk you through a demo of that in a second. We've also done a lot of work around social search and content discovery. Yeah, so a little applause there. So what does social search mean? Social search, boy, try to say that 3 times fast. Social search is all about making the search experience more social, allowing the influence of people to help you filter down the information you need. Content discovery is another important topic. I think we're moving away, especially in enterprise, from traditional search tools and moving more towards what I call discovery, where I'm discovering new information based on the people that I interact with or actions that I've taken in the past. It's the system providing me hints as to things that I should look at. So remember content discovery, because we'll be coming back to that in the future section as well. So today I'm very pleased to make one of the announcements that available immediately today, probably by end of day. We are releasing a new enterprise theme for our Telligent Enterprise 3.0 customers. So this new design, this new user experience, was based on your insight and feedback. Simplicity. Let's make it easy. Let's make it really straightforward, consistent, so that as I move from different areas of the site, I get the same consistent set of experiences. It's intuitive. I know where things belong based on past experiences of where they are in other areas of the site. So making sure that we're allowing you to take previous learnings and carry those forward within the application. And lastly, it's just beautiful. It looks spectacular. So let's do a quick walkthrough of the new enterprise theme. This is the new Enterprise 3.0 user experience. Just kind of scrolling through here, we can do some hover-overs, click through on the user profile. Obviously, I'm not quite that old. You'll see some navigation changes, move to more of a sidebar navigation, trying to get the content much higher in the page. Much richer UI from a design point of view, lots of user hover-overs, trying to keep the users engaged. You'll see in the navigation that we're no longer limiting you to application types. You don't use blogs, you use news. You don't use forums, you have discussions. So making sure that navigation maps nicely into the user experience. Profiles obviously integrated everywhere. The social aspects of who's participating in different areas, trying to make sure we highlight those. So as you're navigating through, you say, oh, there's John. John participated in that discussion. So just continue to navigate through some of the different experiences. We'll head over to tags. Tags is now a top-level item, making those topics really evident to help people find them. And kind of click in through some of those. Go into some of the, the marketing areas. Again, highlighting the different participants or members of those groups, making sure that we call them out where appropriate. And then, of course, finding people and experts. The ability to go in and navigate through a people-based experience, identify different participants in the community, click on different characteristics that group different user segments together so that I can view who's participating in my community. And of course, lastly, search is deeply integrated in. So if I'm searching for 401k, I see faceted search on the left. But additionally, we've added in now the ability so that if you're not finding the search results that you're looking for, you can just go ahead and get prompt right in the search experience for the content that you're looking for. So we're really excited about what that means. It's a great new user experience, new design, available, again, immediately in our Telligent marketplace today. And I hope that for those of you that are running Telligent Enterprise 3.0, go pick it up and check it out. So in addition to the work we've done around user experience and content search in 6.0, we've also made social integration native. So we've done integrated single sign-in with Facebook and Twitter, added OAuth support so that you can write plugins for other authentication providers. Try to make it really easy so that if you're running a branded community, your customers can simply move from Facebook or Twitter, whatever identity they have, straight into your community. Don't make them think. Make it simple. I've already got a Facebook account. Just let me sign in with my Facebook account. Let me sign in with my Twitter account. I do that all the time. We've also announced some social plugins. So the sign-in support allows your members to more easily participate. The social plugins allow you to take Facebook or Twitter content and bring it into your community. So some examples of that. So here's an example of the Learning Leaf site. This is one of the demo sites that our team can walk you through. You can see some of the Facebook and Twitter integration that we've done there, as well as in the sign-in. In the sign-in page, you actually see prompts for either Facebook or Twitter. Both of those are just natively built in to the Telligent community experience. Interactive profiles and avatars. So you already saw some of the changes we made to profiles in 6.0, better reflected through that new Enterprise 3.0 theme. Also some of the hoverovers. Again, trying to make sure that that social experience is really evident. Done a lot of work around email in the Enterprise tool, allowing you to get email digest rather than individual emails, setting up weekly or daily digest, summarizing the activity. In 6.0, mobile is just part of the native experience. So we've had a long-standing commitment to mobile. I don't think we really get the credit we're due. When I started Telligent, I was a huge BlackBerry user. And one of my first objectives was, how do I get my community onto my BlackBerry? There was no web browser on the BlackBerry back then. It was all email. It was email integration. So our mobile commitment started with email integration as a first-class citizen. Today, it is all about making sure that mobile just works. It's part of the community experience. We've been committed to it. It's a capability. I implore you to take advantage of it. Your customers are on mobile devices. We're supporting a multitude of devices today, including the iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry 6 through our built-in mobile integration. And it's designed around engagement. So the mobile experience isn't the same as the web-based experience. We've really tried to think through, how do people use mobile devices to engage in a community? And this is only the beginning of our mobile commitment. I'm not prepared today to share any additional details around what we're doing around mobile, but this is something that we're putting additional resources into, is how we can help mobilize your customer's social experience. Social calendaring. Now, a built-in capability as well. Get VCal updates, event notification, whatever it may be, directly built into the community, as well as smart content recommendations. Again, helping you quickly connect to the information you need to make choices about what's available in your community. So let's talk about Telligent Widget Studio. So Telligent Widget Studio is one of the advancements that we introduced in 6.0. Telligent Widget Studio is a tool to help you separate out the logic of how operations happen within the community from the design experience. So Telligent Widget Studio is primarily targeted at enabling your designers to take the rich .NET functionality and code that you've written behind the scenes and put a beautiful user experience on top of that. So the way it works, I can go in from a design perspective, go and design an experience with Telligent Widget Studio, tap in to those platform APIs that we've written, or tap into the APIs that you've written for your application. Telligent Widget Studio allows us to provide a sustainable path for you as an organization to build functionality and carry it forward into the future. Now, we design against the platform APIs. You deploy those widgets. You can share those widgets then in the Telligent marketplace and download and install them into Telligent Community. What I thought I'd do is just walk through a quick demo of Widget Studio. So this is an example community that I've built up. So let's say I've got a customer for Learning Leaf called Telligent. And in the sales section, I want to track what Telligent is doing within my community. So I want to find out the interactions or discussions that are happening in Facebook about Telligent. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Telligent marketplace. I'm going to search for some social plugins. So I'll go ahead and type in Facebook, do a little search. Find a set of plugins called the Facebook social plugins. I'll go ahead and click through on those. I can get a preview of what they look like, maybe look at some information about who's the creator, who's the organization behind it. Go ahead and download those, all straight from the marketplace. So Telligent widgets are self-encapsulated, reusable pieces of functionality. Go back into Widget Studio. I'll go ahead and just import a widget. I'll go browse for that widget. I actually saved it on my desktop. I'll go pick it up, open that guy up. This actually contains about 6 or 7 different widgets within it, so I can scroll through those. You can see those. Go ahead and import them. And now, once they're imported, I can go into the widget browser here, type in Facebook, for example, and find the set of widgets that I just imported. So here's the Facebook like box. We'll go ahead and put this in edit mode. What this is doing is it's wrapping up some Facebook markup language, which I'll highlight here in a second. And then it's also using some end velocity to make some API calls back into the system. Now, widgets also contain all their own configuration. So all of the configuration data is represented with this XML here. We'll see what this means more in a second. I've highlighted this href line. This is actually a line that we're going to go edit in the designer in a second. And lastly, widgets are fully encapsulated from a language point of view. So all the language storage, all the resource strings are fully encapsulated within the widget. So you don't have to worry about, does my language pick up this functionality? So now I'm going to go back over here, put the page in edit mode. I'll go back to the Widget Explorer, and I've skipped a few steps here. Find the Facebook like box. Go ahead and drag and drop it on the design surface. Put it in edit mode. And now I can see that URL. That's that same configuration URL that I was showing earlier that was XML driven, as well as all other properties are. And go ahead and add that to my page. Now, the beauty about the XML driven configuration means that you, as a manager who's running a community, can go in and say, hey, you know what? We have a certain set of pre-approved Facebook pages. We're going to use a drop-down list so that our customers that are adding these widgets to their pages actually only have a limited set of what they can choose from. So allowing you control over that widget. Oh, and by the way, all those widgets, I can actually take that Facebook widget, make changes to it, export it, save it as a new widget. So it provides a lot of extensibility. Yeah, we're excited about that. So I want you, and I challenge you, to come give us some feedback. Come by the developer lab, see the new theme in action, see Widget Studio in action. Talk to our devs. They're eager to talk with you. They want to give you feedback and help you be successful with this platform. Come by our usability lab. The great thing about us releasing the new enterprise theme on the marketplace is it means we're going to keep versioning it, keep making updates to it. Come by the usability lab, give us feedback. It's your insight that shapes what that theme and that experience is going to look like, and we tremendously value that. So I hope you take some time to come by and give us the feedback. Okay, so that's what's today, okay? So now we're going to shift. I want to make sure it's all nice and clear. We're shifting to what's planned for the rest of 2011. Not available yet, but planned for 2011, okay? Got to be careful, because some of the guys on the sales team will be immediately picking up the phone afterwards and calling me and saying, Rob, I really need this today. So let's talk about what's planned for 2011. First, I'm pleased to announce that we're going to fully support and embrace social in the cloud. We made a tremendous investment in the 6.0 timeframe to support Microsoft's Azure software as a service platform. This gives us a number of capabilities for both us as well as our customers. Elasticity with servers, the ability for servers to grow and shrink based totally on the demand of the customers. Managed hosting, so Microsoft takes care of all the patching behind the scenes for organizations that are choosing to run social within Microsoft Azure. Automatic failover, as well as the Azure CDN for helping you speed up access to content. So we're really excited about what this means. I think what's going to happen is, as I get to some of the feature points, I think it will crystallize again why we're making the investment in SaaS. We're going to continue, obviously, to support on-premise as a solution for our products. But for customers that choose or desire to use a SaaS-based delivery model, this is now going to be an option for them. SharePoint. So in addition, we've made quite a few investments in SharePoint over the last several years. SharePoint's a phenomenal collaboration platform. We're using it, obviously, in the enterprise for a lot of different capabilities, from document storage to some of the integration we've done with social within SharePoint. Our Connect line, really tying more closely together that Telligent tool set with SharePoint. And finally, content. Looking at SharePoint as a content management tool externally to help surface up some of the activities and integration within the community. What I'm pleased to announce today is one of the new investments we're making that supports this SharePoint story is announcing Microsoft Fast Server Search as one of the supported enterprise search platforms. So we've had a long-standing set of beliefs and strategy around search. Search has always been designed in part of our platform to be an extensible set of capabilities. Because one of the things we recognized early on is that you as an organization, you've probably selected an enterprise search platform. You probably have someone that you're working with that's providing the search capabilities for your organization. We want to be a great partner and integrate with the search capabilities that you have. So not only do we ship some great search tools today, support for Microsoft Fast just means it's easier if you're already using Microsoft Fast as an existing search technology within your organization. Okay, so this one's a fun one. So I talked with you earlier about some of the work that we've done with integrated social capabilities from Facebook to Twitter. Step one for us in that investment was integrated single sign-on. Making it easy so you could sign in via your existing social handles. Step two is, okay, let's bring in social from external community sites into the software through the social plugins, like what I just demonstrated. The next phase of that is Telligent Connect for Facebook. I'm really excited about what this means. Telligent Connect for Facebook allows you to take your community into Facebook. So for those of you that are thinking about digital marketing, for those of you that are thinking about customer support, you're saying to yourself, hey, there's 800 million users on Facebook. How do I reach those people? We want to be a great partner for helping you reach that audience by tying and integrating your community together. If you remember the social ecosystem slide I showed where we were talking about the integration of all the different channels, Telligent Connect for Facebook is about integrating those channels together, bringing community into Facebook so that I can take my experiences within Facebook and leverage the community. So let's walk through a quick demo. So here's my Facebook page. I've navigated over to the Telligent Systems Facebook. You see some of our devs there. I've got Dan, as well as one of our partners, James, and a couple other folks down there. I've got a new Telligent app. I'm going to go ahead and edit the settings on that so you can see that I've already configured this app to communicate with my profile. I've navigated over to the app now. So in this app, I have a Facebook Q&A application, has search. I can ask questions. I can find additional content. I can see interactions that are happening within my community. So within here, I can come in and type in a question. So for example, what is your favorite announcement from today? So maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's the Facebook Connect integration. And I can go ahead and post that back to this Facebook page. So if I ever finish typing, we'll go ahead and post that. We'll see that show up within Facebook. So again, that just integrated experience, so I can keep that customer in that social channel they like. I can click through on that. So I can, again, click through and interact with that content within Facebook still, look for suggested answers. Now I've actually flipped back over to the community. So here's the Learning Leaf technology community where that Facebook Q&A was integrated in. And you'll see there's the question that was asked via Facebook. I can click into this discussion topic, and I can see the question within the community. In this case, I've signed in as a different user, Trudy Lawton or something, and I can go ahead and type in a response directly within the community. Say, hey, the Facebook integration looked awesome. Go ahead and post that. That posts back into my community where I can look at analytics, look at all the different actions that are happening, come back over to Facebook, do a refresh, and I see that my post shows up from Trudy. I can click through on that message still and see the interaction that happened from Trudy. So yeah, we're really excited about what that means for our customers. We think that that's going to, especially for those of you that are thinking about digital marketing, something you can really take advantage of. Bring that community together, integrate that community experience. That's what we're all about at Telligent. So another thing that we've been thinking a lot about is, and this is something that I'll come back to as a point in a minute, for a long time, we as an industry have talked about what I call the 1% rule. You guys have all probably heard it. 1% of people are heavy contributors, 9% of people are moderate contributors, 90% of people are consumers. So I actually fundamentally have decided I disagree with that law. I think 100% of people are consumers. We'll come to that in a second. But one of the things that we've been thinking about is as people are navigating through a community, what we don't want them to have to do is to kind of go off focus or off task. From a technology point of view, we call this context switching. And developers know that context switching is a very bad thing because you're taking your focus from one thing, you're going to shift it to something else, you have to shift it back and forth to try and accomplish your job. So one of the things that we're announcing that we're going to make available this year is document preview as part of a capability built into the software. So let's just take a look at what this looks like. So here I've got another demo site. Today, when I think about content, like think about a PDF or a Word document or a PowerPoint, I have to download that document to view it, right? I have to go download that document, open up the associated tool just to view and consume that information. So we've done a pretty good job of that with built-in video support today, where I can go in and I can play videos inline. So here's Promethean, one of our customers, great little video they put together. And I can view that information. I don't have to switch context. I don't have to download the video. I don't have to go anywhere else. It just happens within my user experience. So what if I need to now look at the documentation for that product? So here's a PDF. We'll go ahead and click on that. So now, document viewing is just built in. I can look at that PDF. I can put that in full screen. I can search it. I can navigate through it. I can page through it. Oh, and by the way, I can also still download the original document if I want to. So PDFs are great, but what about other document formats like Word or PowerPoint or other tools? So let's say, for example, I've now got this spec on that document, and I want to go look at the email templates that I'm going to use for sharing the details about this new product. So here's a Word document. Could be stored in SharePoint, could be stored on the file system, doesn't matter. I clicked in the Word document. Again, I have access to the entire document in this document viewer. I can scroll through it, I can search it, whether it be Excel, whether it be Word, doesn't matter. So some great capabilities. My favorite, of course, is presentations. So now I need to go review the presentation about this particular feature or capability. We've got a different viewer that we've built for presentations. It allows me to flip through and navigate through that presentation all in line. I can always still download it, bring that to my desktop, double click on it, open it up, and get the original document back. So that's pretty cool. We're really excited about what that means and how that's going to kind of help our customers rethink how they consume content. What gets me really excited is when you take those types of scenarios and you start coupling them up with some of our other investments, like our investments with SharePoint, for example, in the back end, the ability to store and manage and version those documents in a secure way and providing that social experience, wrapping all those capabilities. So we're really excited about what that means.